Welcome guys to game number 2 of actually a best of 5. I kind of reported that a little bit incorrectly in the first game. I thought it was a best of 3, but it wasn't. It's actually best of 5. I haven't looked at the replays, that's why I didn't really know the score or anything, so it's still not a spoiler, all that blah blah. Still not a spoiler, but it's still just a little bit of misinformation that I will happily clear up and make myself look like a fool of for all of you all. And also say really bad English structured sentences. Because I think that also counted as one too, so forever proves my point. But let's go ahead and take a look at the players. We've got Empire.viOLet right now, who is down 0-1 against, why am I not showing him? It's his opponent, SK.MC. Don't ask me why that was going on, but apparently I'm full of blunders. A long day. And we're going to see what MC is going to be doing. We do see the forward pylon, so it's mostly going to start off with a forge fast expansion. This is a very good map for that. You got 3 buildings to easily wall off, and that pretty much makes it impossible to be overly effective in terms of early aggression. I don't think a 6-pool can actually get into your base. I think you can actually fully wall it off in time, assuming you see the 6-pool in time. But I should actually really test that as a note to myself. Yes. So let's take a look at this. Violet is just now chasing down this drone. Looks like he actually is going to be 14 pooling. There we go. There's the 14 pool. I was kind of wondering if I was going to go for like a 15 pool, 16 hatch or whatever, but it will be a 14 pool, and it'll probably be like a 16 hatch after this. But you can see MC is still trying to be annoying with the probe. Notice no forge been put down yet. We might see a forge now after seeing that he can't get away with a nexus first. He knows it's not 6 pool. He's not exactly worried much beyond that, so it's probably going to be like a 15, not 15 forge, like a 17 or 18 nexus. We did see him go for the 18 nexus in that last one, which is still perfectly fine. So there is returns to minerals, and I would make one more trip or 2 more trips. We'll find out exactly what MC is going to be doing. But he is up to 18 food again. So he seems to enjoy this 18 Nexus a lot more than the 17 traditional Nexus. He may just stay at the 18 supply for a little bit of time, which I honestly kind of like, to be honest, to repeat the same word twice. It allows him to basically get more probes out slightly faster. And this is actually serving to unsupply block him too. And there's a nexus. So this could actually literally be part of his build to get this pylon down there and have it allow him to get to, I think it was 20 food in that last game before you need to build another pylon. But that's more probes than you would normally have as a toss at this point in the game, because you normally supply blocked at 18. So it seems like MC's found a way to have a few more minerals and a little bit more of an income at the start of the game. And there we have the first gas. We have a second gas. Usually we do. There it is. Okay, so there's double gas getting thrown down. And now we get to the point where MC's just going to be defending and working on what his next step is going to be. And actually, weirdly enough, this pylon is, I think, outside of this. It actually seems a little more vulnerable than it should be. I think if this is back, like right here, just to really nitpick one of the best players in the entire world that wouldn't be able to beat me in every single game ever. I think they're actually better off having the pylon down there, as it would be for blah blah. It would give himself a little bit less of a surface area for it to be attacked, unless he's actually doing some purpose to get vision of this little area. I don't know. But there's a Sapper Core now down. The double gases are mining, and Violet sees the times of those. There's the really fast 3 bases, perfectly standard from the Zergy pants of Violet, as it just said Zergy pants. Huh. Well, anyway, creep is being spread, as I'm perplexed at my own self. The queen is now out. By the way, I know the casting's kind of like at this point, but I'm sure this game is great. In fact, this is the game that made the person who gave it to me say cast this series. So shout out to Quinn for being awesome. And I hope he's okay with the fact that my casting's very low right now. I need to sleep. So their next is going down. I'm curious what the strategy is going to be. We did see MC just open up with a very strong +2 Blink Stalker timing push that was incredibly deadly and won in the game quite efficiently. And now we need to see what Violet's going to be doing, because he already knows that MC has shown a propensity in pretty much every single game ever to really enjoy going for timing attacks. But MC is switching up this game and going for a Stargate that is completely not hidden. Absolutely not hidden in the least. There's a pylon even inside his main base that he could just throw down a Stargate. But this is going to be a really, really obvious move for Violet to prepare for. If Violet just moves up with a Ling. MC's pushing out with a single Stalker. With the lack of gas and everything, there's no chance of metabolic boost. We can see how right now these guys have just started mining. We've got an Evo Chamber and a Roach Warren down. It's a minute mark, just pretty solidly standard there. But the Stalker's got no kills. It's just taking down a Queen's health by a tiny little bit, but pretty much accomplishing nothing so far. It actually probably could have easily sniped off a drone. Notice how this one's almost down. That's kind of why the Stalker took down a lot of health, but MC just missed a chance to take out a drone. Alright, so now with that drone kind of down, we're going to see what's going to be happening next. As Violet is just droning up a ton. Look at that, more drones and more drones and more drones. He's even getting out another Queen here, so he's going to start really being able to spread creep too. He is getting a Spore Crawler. As it does appear, he is blatantly staring at the Stargate, and the Overlord has basically served its purpose in life. It did see a couple more gateways going down, but to be honest, it shouldn't be that much of a shocker that MC is going for a +1 4-gate Zealot Void Ray push. It's kind of an incredibly standard thing to do. But now we're watching as MC is going to continue being aggressive with this Stalker and a couple of Zealots. With that +1, these two Zealots are doing way more damage than they should. And this force is going to survive. Oh my god, 2 Lings are so low health. MC? Oh my god, the Stalker. Oh, look at that Stalker. That is a beastly Stalker. Now we've got the Void Ray. Phoenix coming in from behind, and the Stalker, oh, the amazingly micro Stalker is going to die. But with 2 Queens and a Spore Crawler, there's no way MC can actually push into this base. So now we're very interested in seeing what Violet is going to be doing in response as terms of the next couple of minutes. We're going to be setting up for his game plan. Because right now it's clear MC is starting off with this, with the 4-gate and the 4-gate and the Void Ray play. But he's also going to have his Twilight Council, which I'm going to be suspecting is going to be for Blink and the +2. He's got all the sentries in play right now. Oh, where's the Void Ray? Void Ray, where are you? We can do this. Looks like it made us. Is Void Ray dead? No, it's not dead. It's just not in the hockey for the air, and it's hanging out over here at the watchtower. Okay. I was gonna say, if I missed the Void Ray dying already, that would be seriously sad. And then I'd have to go into the VODs and actually add in like the dual camera to show that a really key unit did lose its life, but luckily it didn't. So that's not necessary, because that takes a long time to actually work out perfectly. So more Phoenixes are going down. There is that +2, and no Blink yet, but there's not enough gas for the Blink, so that could change. We got Templar Archives. Nice. You might see actually charge that Archon. And look at the Probe getting the kill. Good job, Probe. Very good job, Proby. So 6 Phoenixes are out, and that's going to be a really big thing, because if we look around at what is going down, we have a Spire going down, so we can see a lot of Mutas coming in from Violet if he wants to go for that route, but it's also getting an Infestation Pit, so we really... If he's just going to go for a Fungal and they just get a few Corruptors, those Phoenixes are going to have their days be very shortened. Looks like MC is trying to take a 3rd base. So very interesting. I'm very curious to see what a 3-base MC is going to be doing, because he should be able to have an incredibly strong push, because he's being aggressive with these Phoenixes. He's keeping a good eye on everything that Violet is doing, and he's got an opportunity to take down drones, Queens, Overlords, and right now he's found a really good pocket to be aggressive and start trying to take down those Ovies, but he needs to get, there we go, gets 2 Ovies, might get a 3rd. He looks like he's pulling back the very injured, yes, he is pulling back the injured Phoenixes nicely, not losing any, so good micro there. But there is that, the Spire. We don't have very much to get out Mutas, to be honest. Patching Glance is going down, but this may just be here for the option. Patching Glance would be much more emphasized than everything else, but there is no longer a 3rd base here for MC. That's kind of interesting very key to note too. That's kind of a big deal. So it looks like this probe will probably be going for that re-expansion. And there it is. That's now been thrown down. And these 6 Phoenixes are still running around. 3 base for Violet. He is going for a lot of Ling Roach, and he's going Fester, so he's really definitely not going for the Mutas, which is probably good. The Spire's been out for a while. There are a fair amount of Phoenixes, and you have to seriously produce and be careful with your Mutas against Phoenixes. Especially if the Protoss actually scouts the Muta switch, and then does something like throw down a Fleet Beacon and actually try and get out the... I'm blanking his name. It's like... No, it's not Flux Veins. Flux Veins was the old Void Ray upgrade for their speed. So that's not it. But now we're going to see Violet move in, probably trying to force another canceling, but now we're going to see him engaging once again. We've got all these units coming down, and right now we're watching as some great forces are being cast down. So MC actually defends this base rather nicely. Good job, MC. We also are watching as the Phoenixes are continuing running around looking for bases. MC is definitely expecting Violet to be going for some kind of hidden base, and this is going to be down here in the bottom right. And now we have Phoenixes taking down the Roaches. That should never be said as a sentence. First off, Phoenixes take a long time to kill off Roaches. Seriously, 8 damage per shot against them? That's nothing. Absolutely nothing. So there's MC's third, completely up and running. We've got a fair amount of probes there considering. And to the incomes, you see that Violet's is far ahead. Would be due. He's got a bunch of bases. And the Phoenixes are continuing to be aggressive and continue taking down that economy of Violet, which is fine. MC hasn't done too much economic damage. It looks like he did also lose a Phoenix there, unfortunately. But I like his observer placement. You see the placement of MC's armies over here. So if he can, as long as his warning of attack over here, he can rearrange his army for a much better spot. But it looks like we are seeing... Ow, actually, look at that! Look at me calling it a long time ago. Oh, we've got the Corruptors. We've got the Fungals of the Phoenixes. That's for the death of those Phoenixes. I feel so special for calling that originally. And I didn't even think I was right, too. Oh, that's so nice. That's so nice of Violet to consider me. He's not actually, he's just being a beast, and I recognize that possibility. At least that's what I'm gonna play it off as. So here we have a Templar here without any form of Slash-Storm. It's only got 72 energy. Now we're going to see it moving around. We're watching as the Fungal goes on all of those Zealots. That's pretty nice. We see there is no Slash-Storm, but there were some feedbacks on top of some of those Infestors. Now we're watching them move in, but there's still enough for Blink. There's no Guardian Shield down. Border Raid's getting picked off really easily. Now we're starting to see some nice spell casting from MC, but he's going to retreat over here to start dealing with those Corruptors, it seems. I guess he does not want Broodlords coming in because this hive is almost done. The Spire is in play, and we're going to see 4 base Broodlord. That's a scary. If you can get 4 base economy and get your Broodlord attack going strong, MC does have his +3 attack, Blink Stalkers, and his researching armor. So he's not exactly in a bad position, but he's got to be seriously careful in how he controls these and the Side Storm that he actually manages to get off. Because his Side Storm is not done yet, but it'll be done more than enough time for the Broodlords. But these Lings are going to move in and attack. There is a cannon not done quite yet, but Ling Roach is going to be attacking there. MC is going across the map though, so now we're going to be watching and hope that there are going to be some force fields or something. Warpins, there we go. We have Warpins coming in for MC as those stocks are in. There's a nice storm. We're going to be impacting every single one of those Roaches. While over here, it looks like drones are going to be escaping as this base is... I don't think that was actually taken. I think they're just trying to transfer down to the bottom right. So it's not like we missed the base going down. Stalkers do a good job defending there. Now we're watching Side Storms everywhere. Oh, the Side Storms are damaging everywhere, going over the Queen, and actually not that much else. But still the Infestors there. Now we have Infested Terrans popping out. MC's got a nice army. We've got Archons now being morphed, and things are looking good at the moment for MC. He's doing a lot of damage. Spinecrawlers are looking good, but look at all these Overlords that are also quite vulnerable. This base is going to fall, and we have those reinforcement / defensive Stalkers coming in from the top. So MC is doing damage. Violet, what do you have? I don't think he has Broodlords out yet. In fact, I think he lost all his Corruptors too. He's got 1 Corruptor left, no Broodlords, and no Broodlord Cocoons. MC is doing a whole lot of damage. Stalkers are doing a good job engaging over here, and honestly, the vision of Violet's not so great. There's the GG. So MC just played very well, taking out a good game for game number 2, and I really want to see game number 3 now, because this is really good, solid standard play. Violet, however, got hit right at the opportune moment for MC, because Violet didn't get the time to get up those Broodlords. He had the Infestor set up. He had everything prepared for an effective Broodlord switch. Now we're seeing it being 2-0 in favor for MC, so let's go ahead and take a look at what's going to be happening within this next game.